NovSight sent us a set of their new rock lights. Now, I don't believe they're on their website right now because I've been looking and they haven't been available. Now, they reached out to us and asked us if we would like to try a set. I said absolutely. Now, these aren't going on my vehicle because mine already has rock lights on it. It is going on Jill's vehicle. So she is rightfully stealing the rock lights that were sent to me to put on my vehicle, but I already have rock lights on it, so.
I am not. He already decided I was going to go on this one.
Yeah, it was going to go. They agreed to it. I let them know that I already have rock lights on it, but we can put them on her vehicle. They agreed, so we will go through an unboxing of these, and we've already taken them out. We couldn't wait.
We already played with them.
But they are so nice. They are so much nicer than the rock lights I have on my vehicle. I wish I would have waited or known they were coming out with these.
But stay tuned, we'll give you the scoop.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go to the table, she'll do the unboxing and show you some tricks on how to kind of put them together. Okay? Okay, we'll meet you there.
NovSight does not skimp on packaging, so since their boxes are really nice and sturdy, there's the cover. Inside we have, these are their lights. There's 2 per box, as well as the wiring harness. You have a warranty registration card and a QR code on the back. And you also have an after sales service with QR codes on the back. So you just, and you also have their stuff on the back here as well. Facebook page and their website, as well as numbers that you can call. This is your wiring harness. We're gonna look at that in a minute. I'm gonna break open one of these boxes for you. Now each box, like I said, has 2 lights per box. So you're gonna get a total of 8 lights. These are your mounting bases. And that is your light. And your awesome little plug. I don't know if you guys can see that, but. Oh yeah. As always, they include every single bit of wiring you can imagine to go anywhere in your car. That plug goes to that plug. So you're gonna have a whole bunch of those. Cable management system is zip ties. All your mounting hardware. And a remote control. Oh, you're probably gonna love the remote control because it's gonna be handy. So, this plus 6 more is all you get, and we can't wait to install it.
Before we install this on Jill's Bronco, I want to go through some of the features that come with the NovSight rock lights. Now, it does come with a rubber base, so you can put this on metal. You don't have to worry about it. It does have a little bit of a cushion to it. Now, it is fairly flexible, so as you can tell, like she was saying. Now, the reason for that is, as you can tell, there is a hole through the center of that. Now, what that's for is you can actually run the plug through that. So if you want the wiring to be hidden completely, you can run this through the center of it. Say, for instance, if you want to put it on your fender liners, front and back, or wherever, you can actually run it that way. So that's one way to mount them. The other way to mount them is through the side. Now, there is a hole right there through the side, which you can put just like this. Same way, same method. Run it through the side wherever you need to mount it. If you want to, say for instance, run this straight back through the harnesses, you can. With that, let's talk about the harness themselves. The harness is absolutely top notch. Now, granted, I have rock lights or NovSight lights on my vehicle with aftermarket rock lights from a different company The wiring harness for that company is nowhere near as nice as this. Now, if you guys see the connections, it's a 2-plug or a 2-pin. You have the male, female. It is threaded. You do have a threaded coupling right there. You basically just find the notch. And there is a rubber bushing right there. As you can tell, there's a reddish bushing right there. What that'll do, once I get it back together, once you thread this in, it seals it up from water, so you don't have to worry about any kind of issues, water getting in there or anything like that. Now, let's talk about the rest of the harness. The connection going from 8 to 1 is really nice. The other harness I have has like the spade connectors to connect them all. This right here is by far the nicest I've seen from a couple different rock lights. You also have the metal control box, which comes into play when you use this right here, the remote. I'll show you that when we get the vehicle all wired up. It also comes with the option of running it straight to your battery. Now, we aren't going to do this option. What we're going to do is we're going to cut basically the fuse out of it and then run this straight to the aux switch. The reason being is my aux switch already has a fuse. I don't want to run another fuse on top of that fuse. I'm going to run this straight to that aux switch, which in turn will run it through the car's actual fuse itself in the fuse box. Now, the issue we have is we have a couple different ways we want to mount them. We want to see which one's best for the vehicle and is best for Jill, as well as what we do outside, you know, off-roading and such like that. We aren't going to mount them permanently the first time, meaning we want to see where they go. We're going to basically zip tie and double-sided tape up there to make sure that's where we want to go and take a look at them, and then we will permanently wire it up in this video and we'll show you what we did and where we ran everything. But first step, kind of see where we want to mount them, run the wirings, see if that lights up where we want, and then we'll go from that to permanently install them. Okay, we'll see you there. We figured out this is the way we're going to do it. We have one under each one of the crash bars. We have one under each one of the fenders, both front and back. So we have one right there. Sorry about the light. We have one right there on either side. We're going to adjust them a little bit more to put them exactly where we want, because we do want to point down more towards the suspension. We do have this to light up whatever's in front of the car. We have one in the center, and then, like I said, one in the back. I have to adjust that one a little bit. I have to angle it a little bit more so it lights up the suspension rather than just the tire. As well as, like I said, one underneath. This will light up everything underneath the center of the car. This will light up everything before it. And then, again, one under each fender. So, okay. We'll permanently mount them up and see where we go. Now that we have everything wired up and permanently installed, we'll show you where we put the lights and kind of what we had to do. Now, it is wired up to the aux switch that came from Ford on the Bronco. But here's the thing, I wired it up so we still have to use the remote to do the on-off and all the flash functions, and I'll show you those in just a second. The thing is, I wanted the aux switch to be more of a kill switch, that way I could turn the power off of that and then make sure that there was no accidents. Say for instance, you throw the remote in the glove box and it all of a sudden hits one of the bumps, yeah, it hits one of the buttons, and all of a sudden your truck's down the road, flashing lights, making you an obvious target for any police officer that's driving by, wants to pull you over, because depending on the state, it is highly illegal to have flashing lights. Steady lights is okay, flashing lights is a big problem. So we wanted to make sure we eliminated that by basically hooking it up to the aux switch to make it power off permanently.
Yeah, it's a kill switch.
So we'll go ahead and grab you guys and show you exactly where we placed it and how we wired it, and show you just a quick glimpse of what it is. We will do a full one at night outside. It is during the middle of the day right now. which obviously you're not gonna be able to see, but we can at least turn off the lights here and we'll get a better video outside. Okay. Okay. We have a light right there, and that's hooked up on both sides in the same place. We have a light right there, and that's with the bracket that's we had a manufactured, bent, and drilled and made sure everything was good. We also have one, which I forgot, right there, as well as one in the back, right there. So what we're gonna do, you wanna jump inside real quick? Let Jill jump inside the vehicle, turn it on accessory, and I will flip off the lights. Now, as you can see, maybe you can't, I ended up making the connection through here. I will redo these and actually make it a lot more hidden. Now that we have this off, okay, now that we have the light setting, there we go, much better. Okay, so right now, she has to turn on aux 6. So it's the last aux switch. And right now we have the lights all on. Go ahead and go through the flash modes. Flash warning, by the way. We'll put a thing up there for flash warning. Different ones. Now, she can turn it off. Go ahead and turn it off with the regular button with the remote. Okay, turn it back on again. Now, this right here, say for instance you don't have it, she's got her finger on that. Go ahead and flip it off. There you go. As well as, go ahead and try to hit the remote. And the remote doesn't work. So that way there is no accidental remote switch hit where you're gonna make these things go on and light up the cop's world. He'll be glad to see you if you do. Anyways, we'll take this outside and we'll show you at night. Okay, now that it's dark. It's actually not bad. So like I said, we have one in the center on each side. We have two in the front lighting right where we're driving. So I'm not really worried about what's right in front of here because we have a camera and obviously the lights and everything like that. But we have the suspension lit up in front of the tire, in front of that tire, and the suspension in the back lit up, and a little bit of the back. It's actually pretty neat and bright. So let's try the flashing modes. So the last, hang on a second. The last one she did is not a stable flashing mode. It basically changes the timing every couple seconds. So it won't stay steady like.
And a bunny.
The bunny just walked by. He was looking for the flashing. He even thought it was cool. So anyways, the bunny thought it was cool. So it's cool, okay?
Oh, you want to see something else? Bring him in. This is a 360. So this is the 360. Let me go ahead and show you guys.
Oh, it even shows on the 360. Well, that's cool.
That's neat.
I can see me.
Okay, so we hope you like this. It is kind of dark. We only have that light right there that's shining on us. The rock lights from NovSight, absolutely wonderful. They're really nice quality.
Everything from NovSight is really good quality.
Wiring harness is absolutely phenomenal compared to the other brand that I have. I'll leave that one nameless right now, but it is absolutely phenomenal. Anything from NovSight, lighting wise, check them out. 151 gets you 20% off. So I'll leave a link down below, and whenever these come out, I will update the link. Please take a look at NovSight stuff. We do have other lights, 6-inch multi-purpose lights.
Oh yeah, it's
for these,
on here.
so that they're pretty neat. Something I haven't seen from a lot of other brands. I don't think I've seen any brands with this type of stuff. So they're actually pretty phenomenal. We met them in Seaman last year.
And we'll see them again this year.
We'll see them again this year. Okay. Hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you next video. Bye.